Welcome back, everybody. This is Shadow Drone. I just wanted to share my new build. As you guys remember, I posted some information about the Sovol laser kit that I was messing with and how I installed it onto my Sovol printer. Problem with that was it worked, but it was just too bulky. And if I'm running two 3D printers and I need to cut something with the laser, I need to be able to do that without having to wait. So what I did is I ended up building a laser, airtight laser case, kind of the same design as the 3D printer cases, which this will suck out smoke or any kind of burnt material while it's cutting and expel it through the same ventilation system that I have for the 3D printers. So this is the case. If you guys remember the 3D printer kit that I bought, okay, I went ahead and assembled it, installed it in the case, so I'm just going to go through some points here of what I've done, okay? So basically you have the case, which is sealed. It uses these type of clasps to seal the door, okay? The front is a laser filtered glass. Well, actually it's plexiglass, but it's rated for laser filtering. And then the top has clear glass, so you can, if you need to set anything up, you basically open the front end, open the hatch, and you can reach in and do whatever you need to do, okay? There is a high-powered fan in the back, which is a 120 volt, which is the same thing as what's running in my 3D printer cases. A burn-proof sheet metal base. This is the old laser that I originally bought, okay? And I received, recently, the Sovol 40-watt laser, which is right here. Okay, this is the one that's going to go in here. Anyway, the other thing I've done is I've purchased one of these, which allows me to adjust the burning platform. So let's say hypothetically there's only so much room you can adjust the laser. You can actually adjust this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld a rod to this and run it out through the side with one of these hooked up to it, and I can do the adjustments from outside. Okay, that's going to go in. And then also I purchased an emergency stop switch, which will cut power to the unit in case of an emergency. Okay, that's going to be mounted outside the case, so all you have to do is just hit it and it shuts power off to everything, laser and the carriage. Okay, the ventilation system is basically on the back here. I had to order a longer flex hosing, which is supposed to be delivered today. It's 16 feet long, so I can run it from this corner of my office across the room to the window vent. Okay, so I just wanted to show you real quick this is the small laser in here now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the laser at 100%. So now you can see the laser in there from the top. See how bright it is? Okay, now when you watch it through the filtered glass, there it is. You see that? It filters the light, so it's safe to watch. So you should not be watching from the top. The top is only for setting up your print surfaces, and then once you close the thing and you the door and you start printing, you can view it from the filter place. Now I'm going to probably order a 12 by 12 laser plexi like this from the same company. This piece is 12 by 24, cost me like $11, and it's 1/4 inch thick, so not a bad deal. It took about 5 days to get here. Anyway, what I'm going to do is probably add a 12 by 12, which is going to sit in the middle. that's going to be retractable. So at least there's some extra safety, something that I can lay on top of this to add extra protection in case you get some idiot that wants to look in here for some stupid reason. But anyway, so this is my case. It's got ventilation here, and there's only one vent here. And the reason I did this, because you could feel it sucking in the air. The reason I did that is to create a funnel effect because of the smoke. So what's happening is the air comes through here in a stream, and it actually literally gets pumped through, and it creates kind of like a vortex, and then goes right out through there. So it literally sucks out all the smoke, all the fumes, and it also keeps the laser cool because it creates that vortex in the middle of the chamber. So I'm happy with it. Like I said to all of you guys, if you are going to be using something like this full on, which is what I'm planning on doing, the laser kit from Sovol is actually, for the price, a good starter. And then all you have to do is just buy the framework, which is about $100 online. Comes with everything you need, and except for the laser. And you can hook this up for less than $100 plus the cost of the laser, and you'll be good to go. Plus you learn a lot about it where you can actually fix it. So yeah. The only other modification I may end up doing to this down the road, for an extra $50, you can get a standalone. Let me turn this laser off. You can get a standalone case for this. Control system. So the motherboard that sits back here. Let me open this up. You see the motherboard that sits back there, that red thing? You would have to swap that out with a standalone motherboard, which is a lot more sophisticated. It has end-stop switches for the left, the right, forward, and back. And it also comes with a 6-inch LED touchscreen. And I've been pricing those things for around $65 on AliExpress. Basically, you buy it as a kit, and then you don't need to plug in your computer anymore. You can just run it straight from there, from the case itself, and just use a USB serial a memory card, just like you do with the 3D printers. That might be my next upgrade to this unit. For now, I'm going to just be using the software. It's doing what it needs to do, but eventually I will be getting the upgraded motherboard and control screen, because then this pretty much makes this a standalone unit. I don't have to have a computer on, so I can work on my CAD for my parts and then save them to a memory card, and basically just walk over here, plug it in, select it, and hit cut, and you're good to go. I hope this helps. Wife's doing the dishes. Anyway, I hope this helps for you guys that are trying to decide on what you want to do. This case cost me roughly, by the time I got done with it, probably about $50, $60. Primarily, I used plywood that I already had, so I didn't have to pay that. The plexiglass, this was $14, well, $15. That includes taxes. This was $12, and then the fan back there was about $20. The adapter pipe for the 4-inch exhaust was about $12. And then the hosing that goes with it was about $20. And then, of course, the ventilation that came in a 6-pack was about $10. So, not a bad price for the project I did. I reused these. I had this left over from some other junk. I did have to buy these. These were like $8 for the set. But otherwise, that's all I spent for this. So, in my opinion, it was a pretty good project. It took me about a week to do, 2 weekends, to get it all done right. But definitely worth the time and money. So now basically I have a self-contained CNC and engraver. So I hope this helps you guys, those of you who are thinking of doing this with your Sovol lasers. If not, if you only do a little bit, you know, here and there, then stick with what you got. Just attach the laser to your 3D printer and you're good to go. It's not a bad concept. The only thing I would recommend is, like I showed you in a previous video, is install the switch, so you don't have to unplug and plug every time you want to do the laser printing and or the 3D printing. So that would be probably the easiest way to do it. All right, guys. Well, gotta go. Gotta clean up my home office here. I got stuff all over the place. So hopefully this helps. All right, guys. Take care. Be safe.